Hey guys, I am Zach, and it is day 5 of BookTube-A-Thon. So today's challenge is brought to us by Marissa from the Spiderweb 9? I don't know, I'll leave her channel link down below, I guess, because I just watched the video and I just forgot what it was. But today's challenge is the class reading list challenge, hence why I'm dressed like this. I think I'm still a little excited about yesterday's challenge. So essentially what the challenge is you have to come up with a class reading list for whatever class, whatever subject you want. And as long as you can come up with a reading list for it, and to make it even more challenging, and I kind of hate Marissa for this, you have to use one of your BookTube-A-Thon TBR picks. I was going to do this like great fairy tale class, and I had like a great list all picked out, and then I saw that part and I'm like, okay, I'm changing it up a little bit. I still have a lot of fairy tale retelling stuff in this pile. In case you don't know, I love fairy tale retellings. So my class is going to be called The Unbalance of Good and Evil, and it's going to talk about good and evil. Like, if you're definitively evil, could you still be good? And where is the point of no return? And if you're good, how easy it is to become evil, and things like that. So the first book I have is my TBR pick, and that is The School for Good and Evil by Salman Chinani. All 3 of the books currently out in this series have some sort of this versus that topic. This, of course, is good versus evil, and it sort of delves into, is evil something you can, or is good or evil something you can see? The whole nature versus nurture aspect. If you are evil, can you still be good? And why is it that if good and evil are in balance, why then does good always win? I mean, evil can win some battles, sure, but good always wins the war. So why is that? And that's what this book sort of talks about and discusses, and it's a fantastic book. It does a great job at talking about good and evil in a way that appeals to, I think, all ages, but it can specifically appeal to a middle grade audience. Book 2 on my reading list is Heartless by Marissa Meyer, and this is about a girl named Catherine who becomes the infamous Queen of Hearts, and it kind of shows how easy it is, how little things in your life can change, and how easy it is to succumb and be seduced by evil, and it's so good. And yeah, that's why I picked it for this one. And kind of on the opposite spectrum of that, I have The Isle of the Lost by Melissa De La Cruz. This is a prequel to the Disney Channel original movie Descendants. And it's non-canonical, but it does sort of delve into the topics, again, more of nature versus nurture. If, these 4 kids were raised evil, could they still be good? Should they still be good? And that whole idea of, a legacy, right? All of these kids have parents that are famously evil. And should they follow in that legacy, or should they write their own path? And it's honestly, and on that aspect, it's really good. And finally, to show that there are 2 sides to every story, and that even the most evil person may have some reason that seems sympathetic, I have Because You Love to Hate Me by a bunch of different authors in collaboration with a bunch of different booktubers. And granted, I haven't read all of the stories from this. I've only read like 1 or 2. And while the characters are no doubt villains, there is sort of some bit of understandable reason why they do what they do, and just to kind of show that there are two sides to every story, and that, yeah, sure, evil is wrong, but at the same time, they might have a reason that to them seems right, right? Like, it's not just, oh, I know I'm evil, I know what I'm doing is wrong, but I'm gonna do it anyway, right? Sometimes it's, they think they're clearly in the right, even when they're wrong. So that was my class reading list. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I hope you kind of liked the lower angle. A friend of mine told me that I should probably lower the angle a little bit, so I lowered my tripod a bit. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, you can give it a thumbs down. That's fine. To each their own. If you would like to, I do have some great exciting things coming up, so if you want to subscribe and ring that notification bell, I would be eternally grateful. And also comment, did you like this video? If you didn't, in a constructively critical way, why didn't you? And how's your BookTube-A-Thon going? How many books have you read? How many challenges have you completed? And have you read any really, really good BookTube-A-Thon books? I've so far read 2 just blew me out of the water fantastic books, and those were Geekerella and When Diplomat Rishi. But yeah, if you've read anything that you just loved, leave a comment down below. I am always looking for some great reading recommendations. And that is it. I hope you guys had an amazing day. I hope you'll have an amazing rest of the BookTube-A-Thon. I'll see you tomorrow, and as always, happy reading. Bye.